Like any other child in Kashmir, trust in Qaidism has been right from the very beginning. I think in this world, but his uh, thoughts, his ideas were very much in circulation in our locality. Whether it was the Jama Masjid, whether it was in the winters, the hammams, or it was the shop fires or the shop friends, we always talked about him, we always discussed about him. We I think we of the subcontinent would be knowing about him at the time of in the beginning in our childhood. And in fact, my first book, the first book that I read about Qaidism was, perhaps, I don't know whether it was a fiction, but it was by Rais Ahmad Jafri, Qaidism Muhammad Ali Jinnah. It was available in our school library. It was a quite voluminous book, but I think I did the stories that we heard from our elders about his visit to Kashmir. It said that he visited Kashmir 3 times. One in 1929, another in 1936, and the fourth and the third and the last time he visited was 1944. We had heard a lot of stories about him. The stage where from Qaid used to address was on the northern side of the Jama Masjid, and now this stage has been demolished by the Jama Masjid Awqaf committee, and so we are not what our is said about Qaid. There are many books about it that I later on read, and the recent one that has attracted the attention of the people in India, especially the political leadership and the intelligentsia, has been by Jaswant Singh. In fact, the book by Jaswant Singh, before Jaswant Singh's book, I think I have read many of the books written by on Qaid, both by his admirers and by his adversaries, as well as by dispassionate historians like Stanley Walpole. In fact, I did read the book by Asha Jalal long before Jinnah, the sole spokesman, and I did read Jinnah of Pakistan by Stanley Walpole. Then there have been books by biased minds like Rafiq Zakaria, the man who divided India, or there have been books by others. But what could be seen, what is important about this book written by Jaswant Singh is that is by a person who has been brought up in a different culture, in altogether a different atmosphere, in a different political environment. And the curiosity is obviously there, because what attracts this man who belongs to an organization which is known for its communal outlook, which is known for its communal ideology, which is recognized in India right now as the demolishers of the Babri Masjid. So I definitely am interested in knowing many things about this book. I would love to read first the causes, the genesis, or the how it came to his mind, how he thought of writing a book on a person who is projected, who has been presented all along for the last 62 years, even more, right from the day the resolution for Pakistan was adopted in 1940, as villain of India, as a person who divided India in India. And he traces out, he says that the country that recognized Muslim emperors as their own, how did it occur to Muhammad Ali Jinnah to divide this country? Jaswant Singh poses a question. He says the cruel truth is that this portioning of India has actually resulted in achieving